So welcome everyone. Firstly Slovenia, yesterday France, and now Europe. We are here to introduce you the newest international campaign which is here to demand and to achieve safe and accessible abortion in Europe. We are here gathered from different parts of the Europe to start the new movement, to start the new campaign which will be happening next couple of months across all the Europe in different countries. At this press conference we will speak about what we were preparing quietly last couple of months. Representatives from different countries will speak why they are joining us. We have here some of the biggest and greatest feminist movements from all across the Europe, and we will speak about a common value in Europe, about a common right for everyone. This is access to abortion. Firstly, I'm inviting here Maya from the Institute 8 of March to present our network.
Thank you. Maja Koražija, Institute 8 Marec. We are extremely proud to be standing here with all of these amazing women from all these countries. We have created this group, a coalition of organizations from different European countries. We have Spain, and in Spain we have Kika Fumero and Cristina Falaras, two amazing individuals that will be creating a huge coalition in Spain and leading the campaign. Cristina Falaras is very important for us, as she was also the initiator of the Me Too movement in Spain. Then we have Poland and these two amazing groups. We have Polish Women's Strike, so with us Marta Limpart, and also another amazing organization called Ushut that will be leading this campaign in Poland. Then we have a group from France. Here with us, they flew directly from the celebration that happened yesterday to Ljubljana. So it's Alice Coffin and Sarah Durieux that will actually be connecting different organizations in France that will be participating, like Le Mouvement, Planning Familial, Nous Toutes, and also l'Observatoire des violences sexistes et sexuelles en politique. So a lot of organizations. And then we also have Finland today with us. It's an organization called Unioni, and we are extremely proud because this is actually one of the oldest feminist organizations in Europe, also the one that ensured the women the right to vote in Finland. And then we also have Ireland, a team from Ireland, so two organizations that will be working with us, Abortion Rights Campaign and National Women's Council, but they are not here with us today because on 8th of March they will have two important referendum questions, so this is the reason they are not standing here with us. But as I said at the beginning, we are extremely proud that this group was created and that this movement will also be spreading to other countries, because we are already in contact with organizations from Italy, from Denmark, from a bunch of Croatia and other organizations in Europe, and we really believe that this will be an amazing and huge, beautiful feminist campaign.
Yeah, thank you, Maya. And like one special thing about this campaign for us is that it is led from Slovenia. So we actually brought this group together. We are coordinating the whole thing, and for us it is also a showcase that in a small country with 2 million people, we can begin something beautiful and strong. Firstly, I will invite Dominika from Poland to speak why she joined our movement and why Ushut is joining the movement.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nika Kovač and I'm a youth activist from Poland. And I think this picture behind us is a very beautiful symbol of the fact that when women come together, when they unite, they can truly move mountains. Last year, we saw it around the general elections in Poland, when it was the millions of women and young people that came out and they voted out the undemocratic government that has been pretty much ruining our lives for the past years. Now, in the face of the many crises that we are suffering on a daily basis, in the face of the rise of the far right, in the face of the upcoming European elections, we want to take this fight to this European level. And that is why we are extremely proud and extremely excited that we as young activists, young female activists from Poland, are joining this beautiful campaign and this beautiful movement of My Voice, My Choice. A fair, safe and caring Europe is possible, it is within our reach, but we will have to fight for it like hell. And today we start that fight, fighting like hell for the reality, the world that we truly deserve. And so I'm very much looking forward to all the things that we'll do. We as Polish activists, we are getting ready to confront the politicians in our country, to speak to women across our country and beyond, and build the feminist army of our time. And I hope that in a bit of time we will meet here again and we will be able to celebrate the many things that we'll accomplish and the big revolution that we're gonna lead across Europe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dominika. Before we actually tell you what we will be doing, because it's such a cool thing, we will invite a couple of more people from different countries to speak up and to tell why they joined the movement. Next one is Aiski from Finland.
Hi everybody, my name is Aiski Rökäs from the Finnish Women's Association Unioni. I'm extremely happy and proud to be here today as part of the My Voice, My Choice campaign. I want you to know that Finland is often known as the country of equality, but in fact, our rights to abortion were only strengthened last year through a civic initiative that was with the hard work of civil society in Finland and a campaign that was led by our organization. And that's why when we heard about this campaign, we thought that this is a fantastic moment to do the same all across the EU. And as you heard, our organization is older than the state of Finland. We were founded in 1892. We've been there for over 130 years. We were there to fight for women's right to vote. We've been there throughout the history of the country. We made history, and this spring we also aim to make history with this campaign. And I want you to know as well that as feminists we know that the rights that we have already once fought for and won can always be taken away from us if we forget to protect them, anywhere and at any time. And that is why the shared struggle of feminists is always the whole question of the EU together and the whole Europe. And this is why I want to also point out that this is bigger than any one organization, it's bigger than our organization. This is a movement that we want to build, and we want to collect the solidarity of all Finnish feminists this spring to make sure that access to safe and accessible abortion is a right to everybody in the EU. Thank you.
Okay, and the next country which joined our campaign is a huge one, it's Spain, and Kika Fumero is here representing the movement which they are building in their own country.
Thank you very much. As you know, in Europe, the far right is advancing, and we women, we are suffering its impact on our bodies and our lives. In Spain, even if we have a very good law for abortion, the access to abortion, but even if we have that law, there are still many women who have to travel to other regions in order to have their right to abortion. That our rights are gained, but it's not consolidated yet. So we are today celebrating the achievement in France yesterday. In Spain, we also want, as in Slovenia, the abortion in our constitution. But first, I think we have to join our strength at the European level, and that's why we are joining this huge and powerful movement of feminist women all across Europe. Thank you.
Okay, and directly from France at 6 a.m. boarded the plane, and then another plane is Alice Coffin, who is representing a huge movement which is building up right now in France.
Thanks, Nika. Thanks all for being there. So yes, directly from Paris and the celebration from yesterday, I want to tell you a few words about why we immediately said yes to our Slovenian sisters when they told us about this campaign. And you have to know, we French feminists have been looking closely and to what Slovenian activists were doing, and it's also like a reference, a model that we can inspire from. And since it's 8th of March, the way they change things, the way they do it in feminism, it means a lot to us. And I think it's a very important moment of shifting from a feminist, underground point of view to know that we can, via feminism, via fighting for abortion, for women's rights, completely change also political systems, fight against the far right, but also really do politics, which is something we don't do that much, that kind of process in France. So I think there's a lot of inspiration for us there. And we really believe, and I want to tell you really, when we are talking about this campaign in France, the biggest organizations have been saying yes immediately, like knowing precisely how important it would be. And one of the reasons is, of course, helping, like yesterday in Paris, there were images from Poland, images from Italy, images from Croatia, from all those places where there is not the same system with abortion as in France, but also because we strongly believe that they are getting very much organized in Europe. The far right is very reactive, very responsive, and we need to do the same, and this kind of fight is exactly what we need right now. So thank you for being there.
Okay, and now we can finally tell you what we've been preparing for the last couple of months. Around a couple of days ago, we submitted European Citizens Initiative. And this European Citizens Initiative have one clear demand. This is that the European Union should create a financial mechanism that would support member states to provide safe and accessible abortion to all who need it, and not intervening in their national legalization. What that actually means, that we are proposing to the European Union that they need to ensure financial mechanism which will allow women from Poland who cannot do abortion there because of their legalization to travel to another country, which will allow women from Italy who have fake access to abortion because doctors are not doing the abortion to travel to another country and do it there for free. And this is also something which will be really useful for the people who don't have like health insurance, and who just really need abortion in a moment. We submitted this European initiative. We are waiting for the response from European Commission. We are waiting that they allow us to start collecting the signatures. But the principle is same as it was in Slovenia between for example, for a referendum campaign or for changing of the laws. We need to collect 1 million signatures across all Europe to put this proposal, when it will be allowed that we do it, to European institutions and to demand from them free and accessible abortion for everyone. This is the biggest campaign that we will be doing, like in our lives, I think. It's a huge challenge, but we are also extremely proud that we found the legal frame which is in competencies of European Union, something that people were saying it's impossible, and that we found a way how we can stop terrible suffering because of unsafe and unallowed abortions throughout Europe. And now I will ask Christina to explain how we did it legally.
Christina Kranz, Institute 8th of March. So the European Citizens Initiative was drafted by legal experts from different European countries, and we firmly believe we found a sound legal basis that would take up the European Union on something that it has been actively advocating for and supporting in principle, to now put into practice, so to ensure safe and accessible abortion throughout Europe. We believe, as said, that this is a firm legal basis. However, if the European Commission that is now reviewing our proposal decides not to register it because of political games before the European election, we are prepared for that, and we will take the matter to the European Court of Justice, because this is too important to not fight for.
Yeah,
Thank you, Christina. And now I will ask two of our friends from different countries who have problems with access to abortion to speak why this initiative is important for them. Firstly, I will ask Silvia to speak about situation in Italy.
Hello, my name is Silvia Casalino. I work for the Euro Central Asian lesbian community. In Italy, to have an abortion is a nightmare. Let me give you just few numbers. Today in Italy, almost 50% of the gynecologists in the north of Italy refuse to perform abortion, and this number raised to 80% in the south of Italy. Today, only half of the Italian public hospitals give the possibility to women to have a safe abortion. So the situation is really catastrophic in Italy. The main problems are, of course, related with the lack of resources for the Planned Parenthood, which are the only institutions that are able to help the women to have those abortions. And also the problem is, of course, the government that is pushing every day more to impeach women to perform abortions. And of course, the third big problem in Italy is the pressure from the Catholic Church that sometimes do not care about the health of the women, of the Italian women in special. So it will be very, very important that from the European point of view, Italian women can have an abortion for free and in a safe way, because in Italy this is almost impossible. Thank you.
Yes, and the next speaker is Marta from Poland, and she will speak why this initiative is one of the few hopes that they have.
Hello, I'm Marta Lemper. I'm from Poland, from Polish Women's Strike. Poland is the country where the abortion issue was actually the factor that brought down the authoritarian government after protests biggest than ever, the biggest protest since the communism fell in Poland. But Poland is also a country where women die. Women die in hospitals because they are being denied legal abortions. And let me say their names, and I hope you will report the names, because we have to think that these are actually real persons who died. It's Iza, it's Agnieszka, it's Dorota, it's Marta, it's Agata. These are the ones that we know of. Poland is also a country where last elections were won by record high turnout of youth and young women, and women in general. But we are 6 months after that. We have a new government, the new democratic government, and we have 4 bills on abortion on the table in our parliament this week. And we have 3 bills to legalize and decriminalize abortion, and 1 to ban abortion. The one that will pass will be the ban. The 3 ones that will be dropped by the democratic majority will be the legalization and decriminalization. It is because the democratic government of Poland consists also of the Christian fundamentalist party that will never allow laws in Poland to change. So we are in this situation of the stolen victory, but as you can imagine, we're not giving up. And we need this initiative, I think, more than anyone. We need hope. We need work to be done. We need work to put our hands on. We need to outsmart them. We need to trick them. We need to show them. That's why we're joining the European initiative. We had this chant during the protests in Poland, nigdy nie będziesz szła sama. It means you never walk alone. And that's the thing that is playing in my head. Actually, when I land in Ljubljana, it already starts playing. And this is the sound that I hear when I look at the women behind me. Like, this is the not walking alone. This is the not walking alone, not only for Polish women, but for all women in Europe who definitely feel that they walk alone. Thank you.
And Maria from the Institute will explain a little bit more about the next steps of the campaign.
Okay. Yeah, so in the next few months, everybody standing here, all of these amazing women, will unite and fight for safe and accessible abortion for women who don't have access to it now. We'll connect with a lot of activists, with a lot of friends throughout Europe, and we'll start this movement. And as of today, everybody can join us, and we'll be happy to have you. We'll post the form where you can apply, and you can be a part of this wonderful movement for safe and accessible abortion. And you can be the first one of the first signees of the initiative once it's registered. So I think this is a really, really great opportunity, and we'll be happy anybody who joins, because we think this is a very important issue and we have to stand together, as Marta said. Thank you.
And sometimes it seems that like these days everything is really dark. We have a feeling that things are going really wrong. We have terrible wars close to us and around the world. We have a lot of issues that we are dealing by day-to-day basis. And that's why we think that when a victory happens, when a small hope arises, we need to celebrate it and be with the people who won with all our hearts. And that's why we have another French-speaking guest here, Sarah Durieux from France. She actually was one of the initiators of petition to put the abortion into the Constitution.
Hello everyone, very, very happy and tired to be here. We partied a lot yesterday. It was amazing. We were expecting to win in the last hours, but when we started, everyone said you'd never succeed. It's not gonna work. There were so many bills that were put forward in the past years trying to pass this bill over and over into the Constitution. And yesterday, while we were celebrating just before the announcement of the vote, one feminist who helped pass the law of abortion in the law in France in 1974 said to us, "We would never believe that this was possible. And 50 years later, you did it. We all did it." And how did we do it? We did it by building coalition of people who came together from inside and outside politics, grassroots activists and experts in law who helped us build this movement. And that's what we are doing today here. It is possible. We are very, very sure that by the end of this campaign, abortion will be free and accessible for all women across Europe.
And now to finish in English, I just want to say that in Institute 8 of March, we always say sometimes 10 friends is enough to change the country, because people will join and people will come together. We are now these 5 friends, and we know that there is many of us who will fight for this beautiful cause. We are fighting for something that is a human right. We are fighting for something which is part of a health system. We are fighting for something which is supported by majority of people in every single European member state. And we believe that together, with fun, joy, and a little bit of angriness, we can change the Europe. And now we will just do a photo with our symbol. This is our symbol because it is spreading love and solidarity and fight for reproductive rights.